Brussels correspondent Dave Keating's been keeping a close eye on this story for us. Dave, how historic a step is this really?
This is a very historic step. I mean, these are two countries that were committed to a non-alliance strategy for a long time. In Sweden's case, 200 years. In Finland's case, since the end of World War II. But now they've reversed that position, and that was only possible because of the Russian invasion. Both countries have said, really, Russia's invasion of Ukraine made them feel insecure, made them feel that now they do need that NATO protection under Article 5. Now, that protection was always kind of there implicitly, and there was a lot of criticism that these two countries were kind of benefiting from the security umbrella without being in it. However, they did maintain their commitment to neutrality until now. There was a potential last-minute hiccup when Turkey said they might not sign off on this accession, with the president of Turkey, Recep Tayyip Erdogan, expressing some grievances for unrelated issues, unrelated to Russia or NATO. It was about Sweden and Finland's treatment of Kurdish people who Turkey deems to be terrorists. They did resolve that last week at this NATO summit in Madrid, and that meant that this accession could finally go forward. So now the process of them joining can officially start with this signing ceremony today.
So, Dave, what happens next? How does this process play out?
Well, now each of the ambassadors to NATO from each of the member countries are going to sign off on this, and then this goes to their national parliaments. Now, each NATO member has a different way of dealing with this, so sometimes the parliament needs to approve it, sometimes the government needs to approve it, but basically it will be up for national ratification from all the NATO member countries. Once that happens, then it can officially move forward. Now, how fast that can happen, that is kind of the question of the moment, because there's no question that there's going to be a block at this point. There is the political will to have this happen, but of course, when you're looking at legislative procedures, when you're looking at ratification, sometimes it's something in terms of the timing that the government can't really control. So we'll see. I think the ambition is to have this done early next year, but it'll at least take a couple months. It's possible, though, that things can be kind of speeded up because obviously time is of the essence here, and there is this worry about this in-between period where Finland and Sweden have angered Moscow by applying to join, by being in this process, but are not official members and therefore wouldn't technically benefit from the Article 5 Mutual Defense Clause. But I think that being said, if they were attacked during this interim period, I think there's little doubt that NATO countries would come to their assistance.
Dave, thanks for that. Dave Keating there reporting for us from Brussels.